Big Cox.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. With me this week is not Corey, in case you don't see that. It's actually Derek.
Hey guys.
Thanks for joining me, Derek.
Actually, I think it says Steve Eiserman.
It does say Steve Eiserman. He's hoping to build a team like Eiserman, so mediocre.
Yeah, we're killing it this year.
We'll see. I like what they have. I like the pieces they have. So they're a team I'm curious to see how they
Yeah,
finish this year.
yeah. I think they're a playoff team.
We'll see. They're gonna battle for a spot.
Oh yeah,
Sure. Boys, just a reminder, the champion here got the trophy. Some of you will never hold that. Derek, well, the trophy wasn't around when Derek won, but his name is on there.
oh yeah. It'll be on there again this year.
Oh, I don't know about that, but we'll see. We'll see where the year takes us. Like last year, you made a strong case and just fell short in the playoffs, right? So
Oh, my team is looking rough this year, but we'll see.
let's talk about last week's results. Speaking of this year's teams, like we got the champion 1-0. After defeating Hughes Your Daddy 7-6, close battle. If I might say, like he could have won easily. We are one goal up, one assist up, plus minus was like one or two, three different, something like that. Everything was
Yeah,
really close. What do you think of this matchup?
yeah, that was really close. I mean, a shorthanded point changes at a game-winning goal. Like the goalie stats weren't that far off either. Like 2-1 wins. Like Shane, I think you should have dominated him, and you got lucky to escape with a win there.
I was thinking that I was looking at my schedule like this is rough this week. I mean, as it was for everyone, right? Like a lot of
Yeah,
teams only played one game. But like I'm looking at my team, like, oh man, it's gonna be rough. I'm getting just the minimal three starts. It was not ideal. I escaped with 2 points when honestly, most of the day I didn't think I was going to. So
yeah, and like looking at your team too, like McDavid a -4, Orlov a -5, like that takes its toll on your team too.
yeah, yeah, especially when plus minus was one of those categories I was fighting it out for.
Yeah,
I lost that one, but I held on for the win, so I'm
yeah,
happy. I live to see another day. So does Casey. It's not the end of the world losing first week.
yeah.
Forgot. Speaking of losing the first week, forgot about Dre. 0-1 after. Oh, sorry, that's forgot about Dre 2. That was not his team name last week. See, he's trying to give bad cred here to Travis or to Nick with his name change here. Travis trying to fool everyone. 0-1. He was Show No Mercer. Losing to Lotto Max HQ 9-4. Plums with a big win to start the year. Why don't you tell me about this matchup?
Yeah, it looks like the Bedard luck came through and Kyle pulled it off. Um, it could honestly though, like it's again one of those weeks where it could have gone either way. Goals, assists, or 1 and 2 off. Power play points aren't that far off. Goalie stats, I mean, Kyle did take them, but I mean, even the wins column, uh, a 3-2 win, 0 shutout. So it could have went either way, really.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is all last week. It was
Yeah,
such a crapshoot in my opinion. Again, week one is not indicative of anyone's team. Um, I would have preferred this if Yahoo had given us the full 2 weeks like they usually do.
yeah,
Just because then like you earned your victory and in a short week, it's hard to say like
yeah,
no. It's still a win. Win's a win. So good
yeah.
for you.
Hey,
Good for
yep.
you, Kyle. I'm in the same boat. I escaped with a win. Um, Definitely happy to see Paulie the goalie losing 0-1 to Neil, who's now 1-0. Big 10-4 victory for Neil. What happened here?
It looks like Neil just dominated all the player stats apart from the blocks. Now that Neil's team came out to play, I'm surprised his goaltending wasn't as strong, but yeah, good on Paulie.
I mean, Islanders only had one game, right? Like
Yeah,
last.
I guess that's true. Eh? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no.
tough. Yeah,
Big win for Neil. Daltrey, whose team is not better than mine. At least that's what I'm betting on. 1-0 after defeating the Red Wings 10-4. What happened here?
That one hurt. I'm gonna blame it on only having 34 main games versus his 40. I mean, six. That's a pretty big swing whenever it's a short week.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I thought I had it in the bag and I couldn't pull it off. I tried to make some moves last minute to get some blocks, but no, he ended up taking blocks and I couldn't catch up.
That Sorrow shutout probably didn't help.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. At least my goaltenders came out to play. I know, they each got a win for me. I was happy with that. And,
Well, more.
I tried to build a team more around goal scoring this year. I usually play for the grinder stats, and I'm looking at like, I've lost my hits, I've lost my blocks, I've lost my penalty minutes. So I'm gonna have to do some tweaking, make some trades, and see if I can get a win this week.
That sounds like to me like you're saying that you're open for business, guys. So
I'm open.
reach out to Derek if you want to help him or help yourself. Like mutual beneficial trades,
A mutual rub and tug, and let's go.
That's it. I heard he reaches around. So forgot about Dre coming out with a tie against the 2023-2004 champs. This guy thinks he's gonna be the champion. He can't even win a week. Who you got here, Derek? What happened?
That was a close week. Yeah, like you said, it ended in a tie. Three categories were all ties. So assists, shorties, or game-winning goals. So that could have went either way. Nick had 37 man games to Mark's 39. So maybe had Nick played an extra game, got an extra game out of one of his stars, it's an extra assist, and he gets the win. But yeah, it's a tie. It is what it is, and both of them have to move on, try and get a win next week.
Not a loss,
Yeah,
right?
it's not a loss. Yeah,
Not a loss.
they get the point.
Points. Those points are going to matter at the
Yeah.
end of the season. You may thank God I tied that week and didn't lose it. And
Yep.
Wild Husky Hockey. I guess Braden figured he needed a new brand because the other one wasn't working for him. And this is what he settled on. He lost to Pacioretty to Rumble here, 9-5. Speaking of a guy who needs a rebrand, Pacioretty to Rumble hasn't had Pacioretty in like 7 seasons. Jesus, what happened here?
Just pulling it up. I didn't really pay attention too much to this matchup.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it looks like Nick just took it. I mean, Braden tried to keep up, but yeah, looking at the stats, it was clearly Nick's win, and I think Nick does have one of the better teams this year. I think he has a chance to go all the way. So we'll see what happens next week.
You sound just like him. That's all he's been saying. And he's like, "This is the year. This is the year."
Oh, I think he does have a solid team this year.
Well, I hope this year he makes the playoffs. That's one of my favorite parts of the postseason is eliminating Nick. Sauce Pass defeating Captain Crunch 8-5. Corey not here to brag this week, which is a nice change of pace. What happened?
How did Domo win 5 categories with that draft? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know.
Good on Corey, though. I mean, Corey's team count to play 21 assists. If I'm not mistaken, Deltry had 22. But, I mean, second highest assists in the league. Penalty minutes were a tie. Yeah, I'm pulling for Corey. I do like Corey's team. I know he doesn't like my team, but I do like his team. I think he's, again, like Nick, a solid contender for this year.
Speaking of contenders for this year, the guy who's done his draft in 2 rounds, fetched me a drink. 1-0 after defeating the mighty Team Rocket 9-3. What happened here?
It's a team that showed up on offense but did not show up with the goaltending. Getting 3 wins with a 3.4 goals against and 0.88 save percentage. If Dan wants to compete this year, he's going to need some solid goaltending, and I don't think his 4 goalies are going to pull it off for him. He's got the offense, but yeah, we'll have to see if he can build a real solid goaltending core if he wants to
Those goalies are
contend.
hard to come by, right?
Oh
So
yeah, oh yeah. But I mean, he had all those draft picks last year, right? So
yeah,
maybe should have flipped a couple of those picks for a solid goalie.
like to build a better foundation.
Yeah,
We'll see. Right now
yeah,
he's kind of banking on Huso. I
yeah.
don't know about that. I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
but hey, Reimer got the shutout last night,
I
right?
know
So
that's what I mean. Like Reimer
yeah,
looks Reimer's been good though, even in San Jose the last couple of
yeah,
years. So
yeah,
he's on a better team now. He's gonna put
yeah.
up better numbers, I think.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I think he's gonna eat away at Huso's time for sure this year.
It'll probably be more of like a straight up 50-50 split,
Yeah.
if not more. But
Oh,
we'll
I
see.
just realized he kept Spencer Knight.
Yeah, so it's a dead roster spot, right?
Yeah,
And I get
yeah,
that. I have a dead roster spot. It's
yeah,
hard to give up on a player like that when you
yeah,
know
yeah,
he's still going to be the guy there. But
yeah.
it's tough to do when you're competing,
Oh, for sure.
unless you know he's coming back. Because and he very well could be up this season
Yeah. Oh, I think he will be for sure. He's too
at one
good to be in the
point.
minors. Yeah,
He's got to get himself together, right? So,
yeah.
um, let's talk about the predictions here. So actually, I wasn't really planning on doing any like prediction thing, but people asked if they wanted to send them in. I said, yeah, let's do it. Why not? If people want to do it, I'm more than happy to keep track of it and report it. Um, yourself, Corey, myself, and Plumador. So Plums was the other person who sent it in. All four of us ended with a 5-8 record, not with the same matchups either. So very different outlook here. Obviously, he chose himself to win. So that was like for Plumador, he chose himself to win. That was a difference. I picked Travis. I know I did.
Yeah.
So you see some different matchups resulted in that, but we all sat at a 5-8 record. I'm gonna
Huh.
keep a tally if anyone else wants to join in for bragging rights. Daltrey did join in this week as well.
Oh, good.
So we're up to 5. If anyone else wants to kind of see what kind of winning percentage they put together for the year. It's always fun. I don't have any fancy spreadsheet, guys. Sorry, I don't want to buy the Microsoft suite. So some trades. So it was pretty quiet until it wasn't, and then a bunch of trades just started to seem come in daily, which makes sense. The season's going now. The last one we talked about. So the first one we have to talk about, sorry, since I don't know what happened, but Domo woke up one day on Sunday, I think, and he said, I feel like trading Darnell Nurse today. And he said, anyone who wants him, he's on the block. And he didn't take long to move. Like literally like an hour later, it looked like he got Drake Batherson an 8th and a 13th. His 13th from Corey, who picked up Darnell Nurse for a 9th and a 16th. Interesting to me is that there's an 8th and a 9th in there. Seems like a wash. It's essentially a 13th for a 16th. What do you think of this trade?
Well, I mean, I think Corey came out ahead. Nurse, I know you don't like trading for those early picks for defensemen, but
I don't mind early
again,
picks. I don't like a 6th.
fair enough.
Certain defensemen, I would probably go with 7th, right? Like,
Yeah, I like what Nurse brings to the table. I mean, he hits, he blocks, he puts up points. He'll get power play time with McDavid. Like, I don't know if that was just Domo liking his Ottawa players. I mean, I could see myself making a similar trade for a Red Wing, but
he moved them like shortly after, like the next day.
yeah, yeah,
So
that's true. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was going on there.
I think he wanted the pick upgrade, but I don't get the 8th for the 9th,
Yeah.
But whatever, it was a good pickup for Corey.
Oh
Uh
yeah, for sure.
Batherson, had he kept him, probably would have been a good player for him. But I don't understand the 8th and the 9th. He got 2 pick upgrades though, but he also got rid of a good asset. So I'm gonna give Corey the win here.
Yeah, but
But
clearly we have no idea what Domo's doing.
yeah,
Yeah.
but we don't have to worry about that. Thank God. I'm not gonna lie. I made an offer I thought was pretty good. I don't remember the details. I remember it was an 8th, and I was taking back his 18th.
Okay.
But when I look at this though, I look at an 8th for a 9th. Like,
Yeah.
the big pick difference probably would have been better, but he probably liked Batherson better than the player I sent.
Fair enough.
But this deal happened fast.
Mhm.
Good on Corey. Good move for Corey's team.
Yep.
Domo, I guess the jury's out. We'll wait to see the end result of that deal for you. Here we go. Team Rocket. Pretty sure that's Team Rocket in there. Yeah. Team Rocket moving a goalie on a Sunday. Funny thing is, he had two of the starters, and his opponent had the other two. There was only 4 goalies going on Sunday, and it was all controlled in his matchup. So he decided to ship one out. He moved Tompkins and an 18th to Mark, who I was shocked came out of nowhere and made a move to get a start on a Sunday to force a tie, right?
Yeah.
For Bevolier and an 18th or a 16th, sorry.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, hey, small pick upgrade, and um, he bought himself a point, right? Like he got the
Got himself a
tie.
start.
So yeah,
It
good
didn't
on him.
cost him much, right? You're looking
Yeah,
at a 2-round late pick difference.
yeah,
I like it. I
yeah,
like that
yeah.
Mark's
I like the trade too.
involved and trying to sneak out those wins, right?
Yeah,
All right. Again, I think this is on Sunday as well. Kakaniemi and a 13th going to Forgot About Dre, the original, for Jake Wallman and an 18th to Captain Crunch. How do you think of this?
I love Jake Wallman. I think he's an amazing defenseman. Uh, I definitely think the Wallman side comes out. I like Wallman the player more than I like Kotkaniemi. But would I be paying a 13th rounder for him? Probably not. So I've got to give it to Forgot About Dre on this one.
Yeah, I agree. I don't
Yeah,
know. You
but
gotta
like I
keep
like the player that Domo picked up though. Like Wallman is good.
Yeah, but let's be real right now at this point of his career, he's more of a waiver wire
Oh,
guy.
yeah, absolutely.
Maybe low end roster, right? So
Yeah,
um to pay a 13th, that sucks for him. But I can see like
yeah,
maybe Dome will just maybe he sees a lot of potential. He's gonna come out. It's hard to
yeah,
judge it, but I give the edge to Dre. But Domo still again picking up a value like a good player, right?
yeah.
So
Does Domo have any picks left, or has he traded them all yet?
no, he still has all his higher end ones. Maybe
Okay.
he's just accumulating them, and he's like, that's it. I'm done this year. I'm gonna go in the draft with all 6, 7, 8 rounders.
Hmm. Yeah,
No,
we'll see what happens.
I don't pretend to know what he's
Yeah,
planning.
nobody knows.
Captain Crunch though added again trades Batherson and a 15th to Braden for Zuccarello and a 9th. What do you think of this trade?
Give me 2 seconds, Shane. I'm just pulling back up to the menu. Um, yeah, that was kind of strange. Why trade for Batherson just to flip him again? Um, but hey, I mean, he got another pickup rate, right? Got another ninth.
I actually really like this deal for
Um,
uh, Domo. I like Zuccarello. I think he plays top line minutes with Kaprizov. He plays power play unit 1 with him. Like he's gonna piggyback on those points, most of them, right? And you got a
yeah,
9th. I like this deal for you, Domo.
I trying to stay on Domo's bad side right now.
No, generally I don't get what he's doing, but this
Yeah.
actually looks like a good move for him. Batherson in no way is a bad player, but to get a
No,
9th
no.
and Zuccarello for him, I think that was really good on his part.
Yeah, we'll see how that one plays out for sure.
Sauce Pass here added again, picking up Keandre Miller from Forgot About Dre 2 for Ivan Provorov. Straight up defenseman for defenseman. What do you think?
I like Provorov more. Um, I do like what Miller brings to the table too. I know Miller gets his hits and his blocks. He'll finish with a better plus minus, but I just think Provorov with this new Columbus team, if they can turn it around, he'll finish with the better season.
Very possible. I think this is kind of a wash for me, right?
Yeah,
Just
It's defensive for defenseman, no picks involved. I mean, it's just pick your
Yeah.
poison. Which one do you like more?
Hey, this guy has something I
Yeah,
want, and this guy has something I want. So
yeah,
let's make it happen. Then I think this is today's trades. Today, there's been a few trades go through. I think you woke up this morning just saying, I just want to move Bo Horvat. I just want to get rid of him. So you
man.
shipped
I
him out.
I was about to drop him because um, I needed to free up a spot. Um, I had too many centers, so I think what hurt me last week is there was one night where I had two guys on my bench because I had too many centers and have
Too
enough
many just
wingers.
center.
Yeah, so I couldn't play him, so that's why I made that trade, and then I immediately dropped Kubalik and I picked up another winger. So or left right wing eligibility. So
You got a
hopefully
pick
that
upgrade
helps
for a
balance
guy you
my
were going to drop, right? Like,
yeah. So small pick upgrade. I asked for a 17th for an 18th. He gave me a 16th for a 17th. I'll take it.
yeah, that was with Corey, right? So
Yeah,
that's a good deal. Corey got a player that he's probably hoping will produce for him, and you got rid of something you didn't
yeah.
want.
And like Horvat put up tons of goals last year. I mean, he's like a 35 goal scorer, right? So slow start, no goals in 3 games. So if he turns it around, it's a steal for Corey.
The Islanders are just such a wild card when it comes to
Yeah, they
offense.
are. Yeah.
Then this trade, this was a pretty big trade. Forgot about Dre and Braden, Wild Husky hockey here, hooking up. Forsberg, Parsinen, a sixth and a seventh going Nick's way, with Elvis, Norris, a 17th and 18th going the other way. What do you think of this?
Oh, I don't know what Braden was thinking. That's what I want to know. Um, yeah, this is a slam dunk in Nick's favor. Like, get the 6th and the 7th for Merzlikins, basically. I'm not a big Josh Norris guy, and plus he's just a center, and they're so easy to come by.
Yeah.
We'll see how Merzlikins does. I mean, he's been off to a good start this year, but again, it's still Columbus. I'm hoping they turn it around. I really do. They're a fun team to watch, but they're Columbus.
Yeah.
Chances are they're going to suck this year, right? So if that's the goalie market, I mean, I've got 4 goalies.
Yeah.
Come see me.
I think what he's looking at, and I'm not trying to defend the decision. I don't think it's a terrible trade. I think he overpaid for
Oh,
sure.
definitely. Yeah.
But you look at Columbus. Columbus is a better team than they've been playing as. They should not have been the bottom of the league last year. They're better than that. I think they're going to be a better team this year, and that's what we got to improve his goalie stats. I would think. Do I think he's a star? Like not necessarily, but he, like you said, he's running the duo now. He's got the duo. He's getting all their
Yeah.
games. He's high on their team. He knows about their prospect pool, like their
Yeah.
depth, and Johnson and all these young guys. So um, it's a risk he's willing to take, and he took his shot, like Nick said, and he's running with it.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I don't
good
like the six
on.
and seven though. I don't like the
Yeah.
6 and 7.
Like, good on Brady. I mean, he secured a duo. So, I mean, he's getting 82 games, right?
Yep,
Apart from injuries. But yeah, that 6th and 7th is going to be, he's going to come to regret that next year at the draft for sure.
very possible. Um, yeah, the last trade that was just made not too long before here. I think it was like late afternoon. Captain Crunch again moving Jonas Johansson and an eighth to Forgot About Dre for Anton Forsberg and a 13th. Just collecting senators. What do you think of this?
Yeah, I was trying to figure this one out. I didn't know if the picks were going the wrong way. Um,
Yeah,
like I didn't get it. Like you're trading away a starter for at least a few months for Anton Forsberg, who is he not splitting time too? I'd rather have the goalie playing for the better team, right? In Tampa. Even if he hasn't been lights out so far this year, I'm still taking a Tampa Bay starting goalie.
yeah. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand this trade. It's like backup for backup, pick upgrade. He's gonna
Yeah, it's
get
a pretty
starts right now, but whatever if you want.
yeah, it's a pretty steep pick
Forsberg.
upgrade for a backup goalie.
He's
Like,
a Sens fan though. Maybe he sees
yeah,
something that we don't. I don't watch all the games. Maybe he's trying to make logical thought process here. Maybe he sees something in him that he's gonna take that job this year. Huh?
yeah, maybe.
I hope it works out for you, Domo. I really do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm one to talk. I'm in last place in the league right now.
I mean, we're one
Yeah,
weekend,
yeah, fair enough.
but all right. With that, we're gonna stop and get ready for part two.